What is up, everybody? Matt Gajewski here, back again, continuing with Week 2 Preseason DFS. On the Awesemo channel, we are doing little VODs, giving you a position-by-position breakdown, finding that potential top performer at each position ahead of these preseason games. And today we have a 2-game slate, which we'll get into. But before we do so, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when this and all other content goes live, including strategy shows, live before lock, everything you need for preseason. And on the website, check it out. We have projections, write-ups, depth charts, notes from every single preseason practice. So don't miss that. And let's get into it. We'll go position by position for the 2-game slate today. It is going to be a fun one where we have a delayed action start. We have the Giants taking on the Browns. And then at night, we have the 49ers taking on the Chargers, giving you a chance to late swap. If you're playing Showdown, of course, always focus on the defenses. But let's get to the quarterback position, where we have number 3 overall pick, Trey Lance, playing again for the San Francisco 49ers. Now, Trey Lance didn't exactly light the world on fire in his debut. He didn't really have any rushing production, but this is what he's known for. Coming out of North Dakota State, he rushed for 1,100 yards in his final season there. So absolutely elite dual threat ability, a very strong armed passer too. And more importantly, we're expecting to see a ton of drives from Trey Lance. There are reports that he's going to get out there with the first team for a period of time tonight. Jimmy Garoppolo only played 8 snaps in their debut. So we're expecting to see a lot of Trey Lance. And if we get upwards of 5.5 drives like we're projecting, that rushing upside is going to shine through at some point or another. So he still is the top quarterback play on the board. There are a couple others you can look to. Justin Herbert's not expected to play in Los Angeles, so Easton Stick is going to start the game after he went 7 for 7 in his debut. You have Kyle Lauletta playing in Cleveland, where Baker Mayfield's not going to play. Trey Lance still gets the edge over those players, but they're names to keep in mind when playing GPPs. At the running back position, we are going to pivot over to Cleveland. There are 2 situations today where we have very narrow backfields. Cleveland is one because we're not expecting to see Nick Chubb or Kareem Hunt. The Chargers are another. That's a backfield where we're not expecting to see Justin Jackson or Austin Eckler, but we'll stick with Cleveland here because they have a day 3 pick in Demetric Felton, who played wide receiver and running back for UCLA. And this is really important to preseason DFS because he has such a strong receiving floor out of the backfield. Think of him in the Kareem Hunt mold, more like a Kareem Hunt plus, where a couple targets for Demetric Felton can really get you there in both formats, FanDuel and DraftKings. So it gives you a great floor, and he's projected to see elevated work today because, again, Cleveland only will have 3 running backs out there. So Demetric Felton, fantastic play. You could also look in GPPs at Joshua Kelly, Larry Roundtree, and then for San Francisco, if you want to get a little bit deeper, Trey Sermon's there as well, carried a lot in their first game. But that brings us to the wide receiver position, and this is an interesting slate for wide receivers. Every team has at least 8 active wide receivers projected, and none have more than 9. So we don't have this condensed opportunity share that we can really take advantage of like we've seen in previous weeks, but there's still a few names that stand out, and we'll bring you to New York for our first player. It is David Sills. Now, he is a former West Virginia Mountaineer, and positively for New York, we're not expecting to see Galladay. We're not expecting to see Kadarius Toney, John Ross, or Austin Mack. And then Sterling Shepard didn't even play in week 1 of the preseason. You had Darius Slayton playing just 13 snaps. And that allowed David Sills and Dante Pettis to battle out for this final receiver spot. David Sills played 32 snaps. Dante Pettis played 24. And this is an ongoing battle that we should continue to see throughout camp. With David Sills having a slight edge, you can see he played 8 more snaps. He's projected for 4 drives right now. That is a lot of production. It is going to come mostly with Mike Glennon, which isn't ideal, but it's still a lot of snaps for David Sills in this Giants offense. He's someone certainly to look at in GPPs today. And then get into our final position. We go to tight end, probably the worst tight end slate we've had so far, but there are a couple names to monitor. And I want to bring you back to Cleveland, where we have a lot of injuries on the roster. We're not expected to see Austin Hooper. We're not expected to see David Njoku. Steven Carlson hit IR, and that leaves just 3 tight ends on this roster. Harrison Bryant only played 17 snaps in the debut. He's locked into a roster spot, and that left Jordan Franks and Connor Davis to round everything out for Cleveland at the tight end position. Franks played 39 snaps. Connor Davis played 30. And you look at routes run, Franks held a distinct advantage here as the pass catching threat in Cleveland's tight end room. And again, Jordan Franks isn't a household name. He's not somebody a lot of people know, but he was on the field for a lot of opportunity. So he gets the edge as the preferred tight end to play on what is normally a stronger position, but ends up being pretty gross today just because of what we actually have. But that'll do it for today. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe. Make sure to check out all our other preseason content on the channel, on the website. We have you covered with everything. Again, I'm at Matt_Gajewski on Twitter. But good luck today, everyone. We will see you again next time.